You've got to tune to KEXP. We are listener-powered radio at 90.3 FM in Seattle, streaming worldwide at kexp.org. I am down here in the KEXP studios with Diane Coffey. So great to have you here.
Yeah, it's great to be back.
Sean, you look great. Love the new album, Internet Arms. You've got a fantastic band with you today, and you're playing tonight in Seattle.
That's right.
What more could we ask for?
I can't think of it.
Maybe a couple more hours sleep.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I'm so excited to hear songs from the new album. It's Diane Coffey live on KEXP. Take it away.
I still down there. I still down there. A word of my creation at the height of imagination. Ain't no problems in mine. A state of vegetation in my personal isolation. Ain't no worries in mine. You can get around to hard things tomorrow. No need to pay your debt, forgive all you borrow. Ain't no nice way to drown in your sorrow. Oh my God. Everybody trying to get it just right. We can make it, we can make it. We can make a love without its life. I could even simulate you tonight. I could even simulate you tonight. No need for relation. Got digital masturbation. Ain't no hiding from mine. It's a celebration. Now the man is captivation. Now who am I without mine? You can get around to hard things tomorrow. No need to pay your debt, we'll forgive all you borrow. Ain't no nicer way to drown in your sorrow. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Everybody, everybody, everybody trying to get it just right. We can make it, we can make it. We can make a love without its life. I could even simulate you tonight. I could even simulate you tonight. Oh, oh, I still down low. I still down low. I still down low. Everybody, everybody, everybody trying to get it just right. We can make it, we can make it. We can make a love without its life. I could even simulate you tonight. I could even simulate you tonight. lights are black. I can't find a drink, 'cause you never put it back. It's cigarettes and peanut dew. You just won't look at me, I can't keep my eyes off you. Your friend's got a place, you see it has a bar. You the moment jumping into their car, stuck in your Saturday night, stuck in your Saturday night, stuck in your Saturday. The city lights are out of sight, forever young, we're gonna take the night. You find a house on Ocean Drive, you ring the bell, but there ain't a soul inside. You sneak around the back, you kick up both your shoes. You the moment jumping into their pool, stuck in your Saturday night, stuck in your Saturday night, stuck in your Saturday night. We ended up know that you know, as the sun had started to show. We felt the heat of tomorrow as we danced through the indigo. Stuck in your Saturday night, 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 stuck in your Saturday
That was amazing.
Well, thank you so much.
We've got Diane Coffey live on KEXP today. I just have to say, you do not want to miss the live show if you get a chance. Playing at Barbosa tonight, the Doug Fir in Portland tomorrow, and on Saturday at the Fox Cabaret in Vancouver, BC. But you have such charisma and energy on stage. I feel like every time I see a Diane Coffey show, I feel like it's the best show you've ever done. I mean, you're giving that much to the audience every time. You make them feel like, I'm playing this just for you, and this is the best show I've ever played.
Well, yeah, I mean, it is a job, and I want to give it my all. And I mean, I'm only giving back the energy that, all these people are projecting forward. So if it wasn't for you, I'd be nothing.
Well, I love this record. I've seen such diversity and growth from each Diane Coffey record to the next. Internet Arms is your third record, and it kind of highlights a new phase for Diane Coffey. I'd say, is it fair to say it's a technology-inspired record? It seems like it talks about our complicated, entangled relationship with technology, and you ask a lot of questions. You're not necessarily saying it's bad.
No, not at all. I mean, I like to think of this album as like loosely conceptual. Yeah, it does involve a lot about our entanglement with technology, but I mean, there's also kind of like a sub narrative, and all of mankind has been sucked inside to this new digital world by Mother Computer, and she's force feeding everyone this digital stimuli to keep them subservient. Tale as old as time. But not every song on this record is about our relationship with technology, but I like to think that every song is written from that new landscape.
What are some of the questions you're asking? Because when I read interviews with you about this record, I really agreed with what you were saying. Like, this has not been around so long, maybe for some people's entire lifetime, but the internet relatively new, social media even newer. And there's some things we need to be thinking about. We're getting a little swept away.
Yeah, and I mean that's pretty much it. It's how far do we go? Do we set any limitations? Is that would that be stifling progress? How is this going to change? Because we haven't seen a whole generation play out that has been subjected to social media and all that stuff. What is that going to do to us socially? So it's those kind of questions.
You said in interviews that you've worked the hardest you've ever worked on songwriting on this record. And
Lyrically, I'd say.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. And you spent a lot more time on lyrics. Tell me a little bit about that. You even maybe had a little fear around lyric writing in the past.
Yeah, I mean, every record that I've put out thus far, I'll usually save lyrics to the very end just because, I don't know. Most artists will say that they, some of them like, oh, I don't really like my work. I like my work, but I'm just very afraid to get it done, especially lyrically. So I kind of force myself to sit down and take a little bit more time instead of waiting to the very last minute to write these lyrics just because I'm, pushing it off like a term paper. And so I was able to sit down in a studio and put up a whole bunch of artwork that was very inspiring to me at the time, and force myself to write these lyrics and to think of these questions and to reach deeper into my soul maybe. But it was a terrifying process, but I really enjoy how it turned out.
I love how it turned out. And it sounds like the making of each record's been pretty different. The first one seemed more or less home recorded or demos that you worked with, and then you went into a studio, utilized more resources, and sounds like you had a really clear picture of what you want this record to sound like. It's super clean sounding. You're bringing in a lot of new sounds, both on the record and the live show. Tell me a little bit about what your idea was for this one sonically.
I've always been influenced by modern pop production, and this was kind of like my attempt to make a modern current pop record. And I don't know if I necessarily succeeded in doing that. I thought, pop record, lots of synthesizers, but it sort of ended up sounding a little bit maybe more of like a late 80s kind of synth pop record, which is fine, which is great. But I wanted to go in trying something that I had never reached for before. And it was really fun. It was interesting. It was a lot of internal sounds, including like guitar tones just direct in and getting synthesized guitar patches, and that was all really fun. I think a lot of the synthesizer sounds we used, like half of them we used from the original demos for this record, and then the other half Matt Romey came in and played the rest on, because I can play keyboard, but I'm not a keyboard player. So I had my fantastic musicians all sit in for this record and make it their own.
You do all sound fantastic together, and it's just such a splendor to see you performing live. You've always had a very theatrical element to your shows, which just gives them that extra something and makes them extraordinary, I would say. And that's something that's been a part of your life forever. I know last year you were part of a revival of Jesus Christ Superstar at the Lyric Opera in Chicago. And can you just tell, maybe even for listeners who are new to you and might be going out to see you live for the first time on this tour, sort of how important that is to the show for you and the part of your life that is?
Well, I mean, I'm a child of the theater. That's how I was raised. And I like big showmanship. I like artists like Meatloaf or Lady Gaga or just people who are putting on, events to behold. And that's what I try and bring to the stage. For me, if I wanted to see a band kind of stand around and play perfectly and it sounds amazing, it sounds just like the record, I'll just stay at home and listen to the record because the record's great, it sounds awesome. But if I'm going to see a show live, I want to feel this new energy or even hear some different takes on these songs. And that's really important to me, and that's what I want to I only want to give what I would want to listen to.
We'll go into a Diane coffee show. It's like buying a ticket to a concert and a theater. all
And like a
one.
jazzercise class.
Yes, I was not able to stand still during those first two songs, which makes me want to ask for more music from Diane Coffee. We are live here on KEXP. You can see Diane Coffee at Barbosa tonight here in Seattle, and they were so kind to come in today to play some music from the new album, Internet Arms. What's next?
We're going to play a song called Lights Off.
You want me to say that I'm fine? Let go the way that I was carrying was mine. When it's only love that leaves you blind, then all that we were seeing was a sign. It's not that I don't need you, I just only need to need you. See, I'm needed like that. Baby, turn the lights off, 'cause you was on it. You know what I'm dancing, I never wanted this for you. Baby, turn the lights off, 'cause you was on the bed. I'm dancing, I never wanted this for you. Yeah. Won't you just say that I'm fine? Let go the way that I was carrying was mine. When it's only love that leaves you blind, then all that we were seeing was a sign. It's not that I don't need you, I just only need to need you. See, I'm needed like that. Baby, turn the lights off, 'cause you was on the bed. You know when I'm dancing, I never wanted this for you. Baby, turn the lights off, 'cause you was on it. You know when I'm dancing, I never wanted this for you. Lights off. see you never long for home. But don't freak out. Step inside the world of mine and lose control. But don't freak out tonight in my arms. Internet arms, not the computer. Internet arms, let me go. Internet arms, not the recruiter. Internet arms, commando. Internet arms, not the computer. Internet arms, let me go. Internet arms, not the recruiter. You can't hide. I'm everywhere and everyone you need. Don't you lie. Got memory of all your history. Life is pain, an ever-burning field of view. Start singing, so let me comfort you. But don't freak out. Humankind will soon be mine. You lost control. But don't freak out. You're not alone in my arms. Internet arms, mother computer. Internet arms, let me go. Internet arms, mother recruiter. Too hard to let down.
I don't want to miss a second of it there. That is Diane Coffey live here in the KEXP studios, the title track from the new album, Internet Arms. That is some good, clean fun right there.
It's family-friendly entertainment.
It's definitely the most fun I've had in a while and made my week. Thank you all so much for coming in.
Yeah, thanks again for having us.
It's always great to see you. The new album, Internet Arms by Diane Coffey. And we want to thank Diane Coffey and all of our listeners and donors who make special opportunities and experiences like this possible. Thank you for powering KEXP Seattle.
Discover new music at kexp.org.